Hello and welcome to Total War Cinematic Battles, a series devoted to showcasing Total War battles that are as cinematic as possible. That means using the UI as little as possible. Also, as you can see, the unit flags are turned off. I zoom in to the action quite often. I like to follow the individual units. I like to feel like I'm on the battlefield when I play this game, and I hope there are other people like me that find this interesting, and so this is why I made this channel. The first video that I made was really low quality, honestly. I think I'm improving. I hope this is enjoyable. I am playing as Rome here. As you can see, this is the phase where my troops are moving towards the opposition. The army composition is pretty simple. In fact, there wasn't a lot of preparation for this battle in terms of army composition. I have probably 10 units of Hastati. I should also say I am using the DVD Impera mod, which is an overhaul for Rome 2 Total War. It changes basically everything. It changes battle behavior, it changes unit skins, unit statistics, campaign, little details. The game, I believe, looks a lot more epic with DVD et Impera turned on. Also, I should say that I'm using a lot of sub mods that I've made myself just so I can customize the game as much as possible. They primarily have to do with the fighting experience, with how the units behave on the battlefield. So let's continue with the army composition. As I said, I have a lot of Hastati units, probably around 10 in my army, and I started talking about Divida et Impera because here there are late and early Hastati, and the early ones bear spears, the late ones bear swords, gladius swords, so those are the kinds that I'm using. In fact, I might have some Triarii spear units in my army right now, but I probably don't. Also, you might be understanding that I've already fought and recorded this battle, and now I'm narrating it post-recording, so I'm not entirely sure, but I hope it's interesting. Obviously, I've recorded it as I play it. And I'm considering whether I should record the replays of battles rather the actual playing out of them, which might be more immersive, and it will definitely allow me to, for example, pause the game or slow the speed down so that I make better decisions, and so that the battles are more spectacular, and it would allow me to zoom in more and potentially create an experience that feels entirely like a first-person experience. I think I managed to do this quite well in this battle. There are a satisfying amount of zoom-ins, I believe. So the armies are setting up right now. Apart from the Hastati, I have probably 5 units of legionaries, and which are later units than Hastati. They are pretty good units. and I also have auxiliary units, which are may be considered even later units than legionaries. The army of Carthage. Oh, I have 3 general units. I'm not exactly sure why I did it. I wanted to compare the skins of the 3 general units, the 3 mounted general units that Rome has, and they are from different periods, so that's not very immersive. And as you might have noticed, Hastati and legionaries and auxiliaries means that my entire army is actually a mesh of periods from Roman military history. But I think I hope the fighting is cool enough for that not to matter too much. I am trying out whatever I can. I have put out 3 videos so far. They are the success that they've had is really limited. In fact, some of them are relatively low quality. Okay, here we see the charges beginning. The AI is, in my opinion, behaving really stupid here, but to be fair, also it has fewer units than I have. I think maybe I have 5 or something units more than the AI, so that might explain its behavior. I know for one thing that when using the day mod, the AI is pretty good at attacking. Actually, it doesn't do the whole reform thing that the vanilla does, even though it kinda did it here. I don't know, when defending it seems more static. Maybe there's some kind of explanation there. Basically what you can expect from this battle is my units completely demolishing the opposition. I don't think that's necessarily incredibly fun. Also, I don't consider myself a very good player. Probably a capable average player. I hope I don't suck. But I'm not particularly amazing. As I said, my main interest is immersion, playing battles that just feel satisfying and epic. In fact, the first video that I made contained around 12,000 troops, and that was a really epic battle, but my CPU couldn't handle it properly, so the frame rates were rather low. That didn't look nice. I had a lower quality monitor. It wasn't even 720p. It was some kind of resolution that's, I don't know. It was not canonical. It looked pretty bad. I was really surprised that the quality that I'm recording with is not HD. But oh well. So the videos that I've already uploaded are not HD. Speaking of videos that I've uploaded in channel, I hope you enjoy what you're seeing right now, and I hope you're excited about the future, because I'm planning on creating more battles like this. It's not really hard. Also, my real ambition is playing campaigns and doing something visually creative with the battles that I have there, because there could be some kind of role-playing element or something. Yeah, I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. I hope you consider subscribing. That would make me really happy, and of course, what I want is to make you happy. I was thinking how productive it might be to entertain people with Total War videos. To be fair, it's not the most productive thing ever. I don't know how the world benefits, but I find it really cool. For some reason I really like military stuff, even though I don't endorse it that much in real life. So I don't know, my answer was maybe watching Total War games garners some kind of historical appreciation or something. Because nowadays you honestly cannot participate in a huge melee of thousands of people. I think the troops here are around 6,000, because it's not a full 40 versus 40 battle, it's more like 30 versus 25 or something. Going back to the topic of how many units I can run around 8,000 properly, I think. With Divida et Impera, the unit settings are set to medium right now. It's kind of a shame, because I really wanna run it on Ultra with huge unit counts. That's really epic, especially considering how big these maps are. But I can't do this so far. My grand plans are, if this channel works out, I get some money from my job gradually and buy a new CPU, because my CPU is AMD. Turns out Total War games were made for Intel CPUs. I think that sucks. But what can you do about it apart from maybe buy an Intel CPU? I don't mind buying one. Okay, here we see an amazing charge. Change of topic. Yeah, I would love to buy a new CPU and run bigger battles than this. We see 2 cavalrymen hovering in the air here. That's really immersive. Amazing. Oh well. I hope it doesn't break immersion for you. Also here you can see the AI is doing great in being slaughtered by my amazing commander skills. Basically it's getting engulfed, which is kind of sad, but the animations are pretty cool. I've been playing around with the pack tables with unit statistics and battle rules as well, and I think I've reached an interesting balance where units engage in a lot of one-on-one combat. Actually, formation attack is being disabled here, and I have changed around the heights of the units in vanilla and in vanilla day, which is a weird thing to say. The heights of the units are fairly uniform. I've made it so they differ relatively realistically in height. You can see they're like tiny guys and they're like bigger guys, but none of them are too tiny or too big, which I think looks cooler, and I think it's subconscious. I think it isn't really noticed by us explicitly, but we do notice it, and it does make a difference. Also, the unit details have been set to ultra, so every single unit is a separate individual, which makes it that much more amazing to see them die, basically. I'm sorry if that's not funny at all. It's pretty sad, in fact. Guess that's why I'm laughing. I like paradoxical humor. I like laughing at sad things. I am that much of a twisted individual. So things are going pretty badly for the Carthaginians. I'm not really talking about tactics almost at all. But maybe there isn't any need either. The purpose of this battle is primarily visual. I want to test my new monitor, which is finally HD, as I already touched upon. And so I think it looks cool. If you are still watching this video and if you're enjoying it relatively, please tell me what you enjoyed, and please tell me what you didn't, especially if what you didn't enjoy is my babbling, because that's really easy to reconsider. I would just not speak next time, or I'll talk specifically about the battle or something. Yeah, I want to provide a good experience. I want these battles to be cool. Tell me if you wanna, again, if you're still listening, tell me if you wanna see more close-ups than this even, because I can probably achieve it. In fact, I'm probably gonna go for it. Record a battle and try amazing, very immersive. Record a battle and try exploring the whole battle from the point of view of the soldier. It might get boring in theory, but it might also look cool. What I'm really happy with is that battles are taking a balanced amount of time, about 20 minutes, including the movement, so more like 10 or 15, don't quote me on this one. Actually 17. Okay, it's 17 right now, so they're maybe too fast. Maybe I'm gonna try to balance them out so they take a little bit more. I really like what the frequency of kill animations is. It's interesting enough. Basically, every time you zoom in, you see at least 1 or 2 kills within the span of 10 seconds. Of course, tell me how you feel about that as well. Do you wanna see more kills, or do you wanna see longer tactical battles? From here on, it's obviously over. I like managing my troops after I've won a battle. I really like the view of them marching, the sight of them marching. Divide et Impera also adds a modification to some units, changes walking animations. So the Hastati, for example, walk ready for battle behind their shields all the time, whilst the auxiliaries, for example, walk vanilla version, just upright with their shields falling free, well, not falling, but like being held freely on one side, and their sword being held freely as well, rather than ready for an engagement. Honestly, I think I prefer the vanilla version, cause it doesn't make sense that you would be walking behind the shield for like 1 kilometer or something. So I might change this. Definitely give me your opinion on this as well. I want to hear absolutely everything. Even, well, honestly, even negative comments, as long as they're constructive. Fuck it. Just any comment, even if it's negative, even if you hate my guts, tell me. It's nice to know that you're there. Even tell me what you think about these guys. Whatever. Yeah, they're just flying above the carnage. Oh well. Some kind of bug. I honestly don't think I can solve it, but if I find something out about it, I will. Here we see the corpses, here we see a nice geometrical outline of where the Carthaginians were holding. They crumbled pretty fast and pretty hard, I think, but they didn't really have a choice. This battle was normal difficulty, and as I said, I outnumbered them slightly. Also, my troops were pretty high quality, even though the Carthaginians weren't that bad. Now we're gonna see some battle statistics. So 5,000 troops on the battlefield. Interesting thing to note is I lost around 50 units to friendly fire from javelins. I'm not sure how many kills I got. This is something I always pay attention to, because I'm interested in seeing how effective my missile troops were. In this case, all the missiles are coming from strictly melee troops, so we can't tell. We can see that some of the Carthaginian infantry couldn't hold out at all. They were completely crushed. There are a few of my units that took a lot of damage as well, but there's a thing about the AI overcommitting. Basically, it's easy to beat the AI if you hold reserves, because their troops get tired eventually. You have fresh troops and you can choose choke points, so that's a problem. I want the game to be as immersive and as realistic as possible. I'll be looking for solutions. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Press the like button, press the subscribe button if you wanna see more of these battles, and if you do, also give me a suggestion. Tell me what you wanna see. Hope you enjoyed it again, and have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing.